You guys, I know I told myself, well, I told you guys, someone commented, was like, why isn't your podcast on like Spotify? And I was like, oh my God, like I should really do that. Like I really should get on this like at this point because I was kind of worried that I wasn't gonna be able to keep up with it. But bitch, it's week 8. That's 2 straight months of podcasting, bitch. And like it's really like I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. So I want to kind of like soft launch it, give it like a little test run. But it's working out really well. But someone was like, oh, like why isn't it on Spotify? And I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna do that this weekend. Like why haven't I done that yet? Like yeah, Taylor, like you need to get it on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. And then I was like, okay, like I'm gonna do that this weekend. And then I was like, oh, that's why I haven't done it. I don't have like a cover art. Like I have a vision, okay, of what I want the cover art to be, and it's like honestly so cute. But the issue is I need a photo of myself to use for it. I have a vision of what photo I want. And I haven't had a photo taken of myself since almost a year ago. So that's the most recent photo of myself that I have is from my birthday last year, last October. I don't have any photos of myself. So I don't want to like put it on like Spotify and Apple Music and then like not have the cover art that I want. Like I don't even know what I would do with it. Like I don't want to like I'm sorry, okay? Like if I ever get a picture of myself though to use and then I can do the cover art. I already have like the design done, but I just need like a fucking picture. But that's why it's not on there. And I totally forgot. I was like, yeah, like why haven't I done that? Oh yeah, that's why. So I'm truly sorry, but like I don't want to like launch it without like the full brand like ensemble behind it. You know what I mean? Like that's just not me. You know what I mean? So I'm so sorry that we're still here on YouTube, but I literally have a podcast mic and everything. Like I have a microphone, and I know how to put a podcast on whatever Spotify and Apple Music. So like I just like need a fucking picture for the cover art. Anyways, you guys, I'm so excited about this episode, truly, because it's September, bitches, and I feel like August, I had looked back at my TikToks, like, from this month, and I was like, whoa. Like, the TikToks that I was making a month ago right now, like, that seems, like, so long ago. Like, I feel like I've really, like, had a lot of, like, great realizations this month. Like the beginning of the month is when I did my whole thing. Like that first week of August is when I did that thing where I did something after work every single day and I was trying to get out of my comfort zone and like get out more. And I went to the craft store, I went to the library, I went to Trader Joe's, I made like a dinner after work and I was like trying new things, like do stuff after work. And I was like, that was only a month ago. Like that feels so long ago. Like I've come so far, like actually this month, like truly. And I was like, damn, like, okay, bitch. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna go ahead and do like a little August recap. And then my episode from 2 weeks ago when I was talking about how to like change your life. I don't know why I put it in quotes. How to change your life, bitch, not in quotes. Like, no, like this is the real deal. I have like a little update on that because I've been doing some more thinking, some more pondering. I've really just had a lot of realizations like this month. So we love that. You know what else I started doing this month is I started eating. I really have just, like, this month has just been, like, getting out of my routine. Like, I was in a routine for so long, as we all know. This month was about getting out of that routine and stop being so crazy and psychotic, bitch. Okay, so the first thing that I did was doing all that stuff after work, which that was fucking stressful. Okay, maybe I could do it like 1-2 days a week, but not every single fucking day. No, thank you. But it was a great little experiment that I did. We love her for that. And then I also was trying new breakfasts. Like I used to eat my egg sandwich, whatever, every single day, which love the egg sandwich, like so scrumptious. But I've been trying different breakfasts, just kind of like listening, like being like, Taylor, what do you want for breakfast, bitch? And then I'd be like, I want eggs, or I want chia seed pudding. I've actually been loving chia seed pudding. Like I craved it every single morning this week. Like it is so good with peanut butter, maybe a little bit of yogurt, some little cacao nibs, coconut, honey, cinnamon. So fucking good. I've been loving chia seed pudding, but I've just been asking myself in the morning, like, what do you want for breakfast, bitch? And then like eating whatever I want, like healthy, obviously, like chia seed pudding, like eggs, avocado toast, English muffin, like stuff like that, like peanut butter rice cakes, whatever, like whatever I want, and just like not like giving myself some structure because obviously I can only eat like what I have in my house, but like giving myself that freedom to like, and like for dinner and stuff, like I've been making quesadillas. I've been loving the quesadillas. I've been like eating new stuff for dinner, like having more like food in my house, like different food, and not everything has to be so like planned out and organized. Like this is my meal prep. Like I've just been like, I've had like 3 different meals on hand at all time, like the ingredients for 3 different meals at all times. And I can just like, oh, I'm feeling a quesadilla. Oh, I'm feeling a bowl of cereal. Like, and I can just do whatever. And it's very freeing. And like, it kind of goes back to my podcast 2 weeks ago, and I also made a TikTok about it, about just like living in your authentic self. And like, I feel like it's hard to, you know, listen to your body and live in your authentic, how you're feeling that day when you have this strict ass routine. And I also made another, you guys, I literally had the best month. Okay, period. I actually made another video yesterday on TikTok about like, this girl, she posted this thing called like a morning menu. And it's like, instead of doing I've been like struggling with like, I have all these fucking habits I want to do every day. I want to dry brush. Oh, I want to do breathing exercises or like breath work. Oh, I want to stretch. I want to do yoga. I want to do my abs. I need to do my 20 push-ups. I want to do the dishes. I want to read. I want to crochet. Like, I can't fucking do all of that in one fucking day. You know what I mean? And I'm like stressed because I'm like, oh my God, I'm not doing that because I'm fucking crazy. And she came up with this thing called the morning menu. And it's like, you write down like 10 things like that you want to do, like make you feel good. Like meditate, journal, like work out, read, you know, play piano if you play piano, you know what I mean? Like you write down a bunch of stuff like makes you feel good, makes you happy, makes you feel productive, and then you pick like 3 things every day to do. So like one day you can do crochet and meditate and work out, and then the next day you can journal and play your piano and do Pilates, like. And that's just like fucking genius. Like that's some fucking genius shit. I tagged her in the TikTok I posted. I tagged the girl who like I saw it from first because like she's a fucking giving Albert Einstein queen. Okay, like she was giving Albert. And so I started doing that too. Just like oh, like I just love that for me. You know what I mean? Like I needed that after all these years of being an absolute girl boss. I needed this. Like I needed this month. Like this month was good, you guys. Like wow, I love that for me. And you know what else I did this month? Last Monday. So this Monday we have off because it's Labor Day. And then last Monday I took the day off from my corporate job. And I have not taken a day off from my corporate job in a year and a half, I think. And before that, I'd only taken like 1 or 2 days off. I've been there for 2.5 years. Almost 3 years, actually. That was the 3rd day I took off in 2.5 years. And the first one in a year and a half. So that was a big like, I would never fucking do that. Like, that is, like, insane that I, like, did that. Like, that is a big fucking moment for me. And, like, everyone at my work was so proud of me. And I took the fucking day off of work. Like, I am literally living in my carefree era. It all started with the low it's probably the low fucking cortisol. Oh, my God. Because first, it was the low cortisol shit. And now I'm, like, truly in my carefree era. And I think since my cortisol is so low, my body can just, like, function better. I don't know, but I fucking love it. Like, I'm so happy. I haven't been able to genuinely say that in so long. Okay. Oh my God, you guys, you wanna know what I did? This is also like a fucking tea that I did Friday. Okay, this past week, on Friday, this is crazy. I slept in until 6. On a work day, on a school day, slept in until 6 a.m. I didn't work out because that's the thing. It's like another thing on your little list, like, oh, working out, meditation, sleeping. Sleeping can be one of those things, bitch. Sleeping in can be one of those fucking things. And that's what I chose that day to make me happy. And it's like, and then like on Wednesday, I didn't really feel like doing a Pilates workout. And I did yoga. Bitch, I did yoga. Instead, I did a little morning stretching, energizing yoga flow, bitch. And I loved it. And like, that is amazing. You know what I mean? Like, sure, waking up early, getting your Pilates grind in, that is amazing. That makes you feel good. But you know what else makes you feel good and makes you amazing? Sleeping in and fucking doing a little yoga flow when you feel like doing a yoga flow, bitch. Like, that also is amazing because you know what you're doing, bitch? You're caring about yourself and you're caring for yourself. And as long as those decisions that you're making are coming out of love and care for yourself, they are good. But I feel like a lot of the times people are sleeping in, skipping their workouts, not out of care and love for their self. No, it's not out of care and love for themselves. It's coming out of like, you know, not liking themselves or being lazy or being, lazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I made those decisions not out of laziness, but out of true care and love for me. And I think that making decisions from that place of care and love, whatever the decision is, it's the right one, bitch. Whatever the decision is, it's the right one. But if you're making decisions out of like, oh, I don't want to get up, I don't feel like getting up, oh, I'm so lazy, I don't want to do this, oh, today sucks. Very negative and very disgusting. That is disgusting. We do not act like that. No, we do not. That is not why we sleep in. That is not why we do yoga instead of Pilates. We do those things out of care and love. We say, Taylor, you can have a little sleepy sleep until 6 a.m. I had a little chill morning, okay? And it was fucking fabulous, and I love myself for that. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, like, that's some good shit. Like, that's some good fucking shit. So that's what I did this week. I literally have just, I'm in my carefree era. I need to look up a synonym for, I don't like the word carefree, really. I need to look up a synonym in my thesaurus for carefree, and I'm going to think of a new one, and then that's going to be what the era is. But I don't like carefree era. And, like, obviously, like, my past lifestyle, like, 3:30 a.m., workout, grind, every day, no fucking days off. Like, I love her too. Like, don't think that I'm saying like, oh my God, like, that was so toxic. Like, you know what I mean? I also love that bitch. I love that 3 a.m. bitch. I love her from 2022. She was a bad fucking bitch, and that was me. That was me in a different era, okay? And I always knew that was just an era. Like, bitch, I didn't want to live the rest of my fucking life. 3 a.m. workout, grind, dude. Who the fuck wants to live like that? Not me, bitch. Oh, did you see my ears move? I actually can move my ears. Okay, anyways, like, I didn't want to live my whole life like that. Like, that is absolutely freakish, but I knew that I had to, like, that in that time in my life, I had to fucking grind, dude. And I did. And I have no regrets, because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be as confident as, I wouldn't be as strong. I wouldn't be as hardworking as I am today. I proved to myself that people can do hard things, that I can do hard things, that I can be a girl boss, I can be a bad bitch, that I can get through tough times. I proved that all of myself. I proved to myself that I can be consistent. I can be on a routine. I can do things that I don't want to do. I can push myself. I proved all of that to myself in that 3:30 a.m. era, and I was just praying every motherfucking day. Every motherfucking day in that era, I was praying that one day I would get to the place where I didn't need to work so fucking hard every day, because that's not what life is about. Life is not about working so hard, working yourself to the bone every single fucking day. Whoa, this is weird for me to say. You want to get to the place where you are enjoying life. I was not like, I was being positive about it. I was not truly enjoying life back then. You know, I was very routine. I had to stick to this. I had to be consistent. Love her for that. Love her for that. She was amazing. She was an amazing queen. God bless her. But, like, we all want to get to that point. And, like, I feel like that's normal. Like, in your 20s, like, you're grinding. Or, like, you're in school and you're grinding and you're focused. And then you can, like, you know, as you know, and then you, like, I don't know, like, retire, and then you can, like, live your life. You know what I mean? Like, I want to retire early. Like, I'm trying to, like, retire, like, right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get in my, like, retirement era. And I always knew when I was in the era, I was like, I'm working my ass off right now so I can get to my retirement era. Like, so I can one day, like, enjoy my life. And I needed to go through that era. Like, I needed to grind. I needed to girl boss in order to get to where I am today. And I feel like I'm finally in the place right now where I can start to let loose. Where I can breathe. I did the fucking work. I did that fucking work. I proved it to myself, and now I can breathe. And I truly never thought this day would come. And I don't know how it came. It simply came out of nowhere. It really did. Like, I wasn't planning on it. And then, like, as I was planning for this episode, I was like, wait, like, I can relax. Like, this is my time to, I don't know. It just happened in my body. I just knew. Like, I was like, this is the era of when I relax. Like, I can breathe now. Like, I did the fucking work. I can breathe now, almost. I just feel it in me. I don't know. And, like, I never thought that day would come. Like, it's kind of like when you're, like, it's like when you can't see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like when you're in the moment, you're like, when is this ever gonna fucking end? Like, when am I gonna get out of this? When am I gonna be happy? Like, when am I gonna truly enjoy life again? Like, I'm working so hard and everything. I was at the point, like, literally in the spring, like, every single thing I did felt like a fucking chore. Oh my God, I have to get up. I have to go to work. I have to work out. Now I have to do the laundry. I have to film my Sunday reset. I have to do the dishes. Like, everything. I was not doing a single thing in my life that brought me joy and happiness. I was not doing a single thing that was truly for me and for my happiness. Like, it was all, I had to force, and that was, like, one of the darkest points of my life was, like, in the spring, like, March, April. I had May too. March, April, and May, like, I had to force myself to fucking do everything, and nothing was out of, like, truly, genuinely, hey, I want to do this. Hey, this will make me happy if I did this. And, like, that was so fucking tough. But now I feel like I'm at the point, like, with, like, my whole, like, eating what, like, they might be small things to you guys, or might not make sense, but, like, to me, it's, like, everything, like, eating whatever I want for breakfast, like, having a choice of what I want for breakfast, like, you know, switching up my workouts, being able to do things after work, having, you know, making time for reading, crocheting, my hobbies, like, those have brought, like, genuine happiness and, like, joy back into my life, where, like, 6 months ago, I was just operating, like, just, like, I have to do this, I have to get this done, like, nothing was out of joy, it was all out of, like, discipline and, like, force, almost, like, I had to do these things. And, like, that's when I was, like, filming my 3:30 a.m. morning routines every single day. And, like, I don't know if I've ever said this before, but, like, there was one day, like, right before I stopped, I think it was, like, in May or June that I stopped doing those every single day. I can't fucking believe that I did that for, like, 8 months or whatever. I woke up and I, like, went over to my island to, like, start my video. Like, I put my phone up and I went to start the video. And I literally was, like, I stood back and I was like, I don't want to fucking do this. I was like, I don't want to do this. Oh my God. And I, like, started crying at 3 in the morning. Right when I woke up, I started crying. And I was like, I can't fucking do this. I don't want to fucking film this video. I don't want to fucking film. And then I was like, hi guys, it's 3:30 a.m. Welcome back to my channel. Like, that was, like, literally what was happening. Like, and that was one of the last days that I did my morning routine. Because I was like, this is fucking terrible that, like, I just woke up and started fucking crying over, like, having to live my day, like, having to, like, do things for my, like, it was, like, so bad. But I feel like now I'm, like, kind of thriving, like, and I feel like those things, like, all those things that I mentioned in my last 2 podcast episodes ago and in my TikTok video, like, the 3 things that had helped me, like, the 3 techniques that helped me, like, change my life in a way, like, they really did. Like, now that I'm, like, kind of, like, a couple weeks later stepping back and looking at it, like, they really did, like, help me so much this month, like, learn how to, like, not just sit back and, like, let life hit you, but, like, actually taking action to, like, create your own happiness. And it always has seemed so impossible to me. And it's like when people are like, oh, like, you know, you're never gonna find happiness, like, you have to find it yourself, or, like, you know, happiness isn't gonna come to you, like, you have to find it yourself, you create your own happiness. And I was like, bitch, like, I'm waiting until, like, if something changes in my life. Oh, how do I even start? Hold on, I need to take a break for a second. Hold on, wait. So back in the spring, I'm gonna try to, I have so many thoughts in my brain right now. Back in the spring, I was very upset over basically things that I struggle with in my life. Okay, I feel like everyone has a certain theme in their life that they struggle with, okay? And, like, for example, this is just an example from my life that I'm gonna use. So, like, I have been extremely lucky in the fact that, like, I haven't really, like, lost any, like, family members or, like, friends. Like, none of my friends have, like, passed away. Family members haven't, like, passed away suddenly. I haven't had any, like, cancer in my family or, like, bad medical, like, things in my family. Or, like, with me, like, I haven't had, like, surgeries or, like, you know what I mean? Like, medically and, like, that in that realm, like, I've been very blessed. Like, my family is very healthy. Like, that's something that I never really, like, worry about in my life. Where, like, other people, like, they've lost family members, like, they've lost friends, like, at a young age, like, cancer, like, terrible, like, health issues in their family, like, and that's something that they have to, you know, like, deal with. And, like, that's, like, kind of their, like, struggle, or, like, they themselves have had, like, surgeries or, like, you know what I mean, like, medical issues that are, like, you know, like, chronic medical issues. And, like, I have never, like, I feel like that's the area of my life where I got really lucky in. And then I think everyone has, like, those areas of their lives where they're very blessed. Some people have incredible families, like, you know, their parents are married, happily married, they have siblings, they love their siblings, they love their aunts and uncles, their cousins. I don't have that. Like, my parents are divorced, like, I don't have a lot of, like, you know, close extended, you know, nothing like that. Like, I don't have that, and some people have that. And I think everyone has their areas of their life where they're super blessed, or maybe it's monetarily, you know, you grew up in a very wealthy household, you go to a very, you know, prestigious, expensive college, like, and, you know, you never have to worry about money. Everyone has, like, those areas of their lives that they're very blessed in, and then they're kind of more struggling in. And, for me, like I just said, like my family's like health, like that stuff has always been very like I've never had to worry about stuff like that where I know other people have that's like a huge issue in their life. But for me personally, like the issues that I have dealt with in my life are and it's not like it's like overarching like life themes almost. It's not like little things like, you know, that you deal with. It's like an overarching theme of your life that like you can't really fix. And for me personally, not like complaining or anything, again, like everyone has good and bad things, but like for me it's definitely like relationships, like friendships, relationships, like family stuff has always been tough for me, or like it's not very, you know, positive theme in my life. And then also like having fun, I don't know what to call it, like not social, like not like being social, but like having genuine fun in my life. Like I feel like I haven't had a lot of like, I don't know, this is like really sad to like talk about, but like it's fine, but like I haven't gone on vacation since 2016. Like I haven't been on a vacation in 7 years. Like I've gone out with my friends like twice this whole year. Like I don't have like fun memories to like think back on, which sounds like super depressing, but like my life hasn't been very like, oh my God, I went here with these people and look at all these pictures. Like I don't have like pictures to like show my kids of like, oh my God, look at what I did in college. Like it sounds really depressing, but like that's also been like a theme in my life where it's just like I don't have the best, like my life isn't the best in that aspect. Whereas like in like say like my career or like my TikTok and stuff, that has been, or like my health and wellness, like working out stuff, like that's a amazing part of my life. Like I love like that part of my life, you know. And then this is like there's parts that you love and hate, you know, or not hate but love, and then like aren't working out as well. And like that's also just like having fun, and like I don't have like fun memories of like my life, and like I don't have pictures to look back on of like, oh my God, this is so fun. Like I barely ever post on Instagram because I have nothing to post. Like I don't do things that are picture worthy or that are memorable. And I think that this has been like pretty much my whole life, I would say, has been like this, but especially now that I'm like living alone and I'm like on my own and like I'm an adult, like it's even more, I think about it even more. And especially in this past spring, I got very, very, very down about it because I think my career was going really well. Like TikTok was just explode. My TikTok was, I was getting 5,000 followers a day in like January and February, and I was on that high. And then when that ended, when I stopped, you know, that was kind of distracting me. And then when that stopped and my TikTok kind of plateaued, like in March, I was like, oh my God, like what is my life? Like my life, like that was, yeah, that's awesome that I have 300,000 followers on TikTok, but like at the end of the day, like I'm still like alone in my apartment with like nothing to do, you know, and with like no one like here with me, you know what I mean? And I got like really, really down about it. And I was just kind of like, okay, it's okay, Taylor, like, you know, something will happen. Like one day something will change, something will happen, and you'll get to do this, or you'll meet this person, or you'll do this, you'll do, you know. I was like, one day it'll change, one day it'll change. And I was like, waiting. It's like, and people tell you, you know, like, oh, like, don't worry, like, it'll get better, it'll get better, it'll get better. And that's kind of what I want to talk about on this episode is like, I kind of realized, I guess like in the past month without even really realizing it, I kind of realized, or I kind of just took it into my own hands. Like everyone has that, like, I was kind of letting that dark cloud, like that overarching theme that was a little bit more negative in my life, take over and like make me think that I had a bad life and make me unhappy. And I let it take over me, and it made me super down and negative. And I was just waiting for it to get better, waiting for something to happen. And I feel like this month I really took it into my own hands, and for like lack of like, I feel like this is super cheesy, but like lack of a better like analogy, like learn to dance in the rain. Like instead of just sitting in the rain, like waiting for the clouds to clear, like waiting for the storm to pass, like I learned to dance in the rain and like make my own joy amongst the rain that was pouring down around me, if that makes sense. So I guess like another way to put it is like, say you have like an apartment or like a room, and it's old, it's dingy, it's gray and white, like very bland, like it's you know, not very nice to look at apartment. And that's like the overarching theme of your life, okay? And I was just sitting in that apartment, like, you know, looking at the gray clouds outside in my white and gray apartment with nothing in it, and just like sitting there, like waiting, I don't know, to get a new apartment for my lease to be up and I can get a new apartment, you know? And what I learned is like, you can decorate the apartment. Like, even though it's a gray and white and old and, you know, crusty, dusty apartment, you can put a cute little thing up on the wall. You can, you know, get some cute dish towels. You know what I mean? Like, you can decorate that space, like dancing in the rain. Like, you see the analogy I'm trying to make? Like, you can decorate that space and you can make that space beautiful, despite what the foundation of it might be, despite that cloud that's kind of looming over you. Like, you can make it beautiful still. You can still make it beautiful. Even though it's a kind of weird foundation, you can create that joy and create that beauty in your life, if that makes sense. So kind of what I'm saying is, like, yes, like I have that theme in my life that I really want it to get better. Like, I want to start having fun. I want to start going out, you know, having friends, relationships. Like, I want to do that. But in the meantime, like, I can't change that, which kind of goes back to like my thing in the 2 podcasts ago, like, make a list of things you can change and things that you can't change, and be positive about what you can't change, and then change what you can change. Like, I can't change that. Like, it's not something I can fix overnight. It's nothing that any habit, you know, working out, nothing will fix. It's not like, you know, losing weight, you can work out and eat healthy and you'll lose weight. With these issues that I'm having, like, there's no solution to those really. Like, yeah, I can go out and meet people, like, but it's not easier said than done. You know what I mean? Like, I really can't. Like, I can't force myself to, like, have a connection with someone. I can't force myself to, you know, fall in love with someone or whatever it is. Like, and I've really just learned to dance in the rain, or like decorate that gloomy little room with beautiful things. And like, people are always like, oh, like, you know, you create your own happiness and like you are in control of your happiness. And I was always like, no, I'm not. Like, I have this gray cloud over me. Like, how do I create happiness? And I was thinking of it way too big picture, where it's like, I'm not in control of my happiness. Like, I wish I could go out and have fun with my friends and have, you know, all these fun memories and relationships and fun times, but like, my life isn't giving me, like, I can't do anything about it. Like, my life isn't giving me that right now. But it's like, it's not about that. Like, you can't fix that, but you can still create your own little happiness things in your life. And like, I never would have expected that doing these little things for myself. Like, when I went to Whole Foods on Saturday night and got cereal and milk and like had a bowl of cereal because I wanted a bowl of cereal. Like, I never would have thought that these little things, or like getting to pick out what breakfast I eat in the morning, like these little things, like I never would have thought that they would have such a big impact on me. And like, even saying it now, like, I can't believe that they had such a big impact on me, but they truly did. And like, I'm truly at a very like happier place in my life right now. And that you know, that relationships thing, that like looming dark cloud in my life is still there. It's still there. But instead of like letting it, you know, keep me inside all day, I'm learning to still enjoy life with those clouds there, with that rain coming down. Like, I'm learning to still be able to enjoy life and still to find happiness in that. And I think that that's what that quote means when it's like, you can make your own happiness. Like, you really, really can. Overall, just this past month, I have listened to myself, and instead of doing things out of routine and out of like, oh, I gotta do this, like, you know, grind, like girl boss, you know what I mean? Like, doing things out of what I truly want to do, what I truly desire, what would truly make me happy. And that has truly changed my life this past month and gave me such a better perspective on life, and a better perspective on, and a better mindset and positivity on just my day-to-day life. It's helped a lot. And I think that take all of the things, like all those things that you can't control, like finances, you know, stuff like that, family, you know, whatever. Take all those things out of the picture, everything, don't think about it, and just think like, what can I do today to make me happy? Ignore all those other things that are going on in your life and just think truly right now, what are 10 things I can do on a daily, weekly basis that will make me happy, and do those things. And those will always be there. And, those negative parts of your life will be there. Hopefully they get better. Hopefully eventually, it does get better, but you have to live your life in the meantime. You have to be happy in the meantime. Easier said than done. You have to be happy in the meantime. You have to try to be happy in the meantime and live your life to its fullest in the meantime. And I think that ignoring all that stuff for a second, clean slate, and just thinking, what are 10 things I can do every day to make me happy? And the more you do those things, those little things that make you happy, obviously the happier that you will become. Like, despite anything that's going on in the background of your life, you will be just a little bit happier every day and have a little bit more, be more of yourself and truly tap into who you are and what you want to do with your life, what you desire, what you want, and live your life how you want to live it despite all those things going on in the background. And I think also I was stuck for a very long time. Like, I was in the spring, like, I just felt like I was stuck and I was making no progress, like, towards, like, a better life or, like, towards, like, being happy. Like, I just felt like I was in robot, like, repeat, like, wake up, repeat, like, and I wasn't getting anywhere. And now that I've implemented all these things into my life, like, I feel like I'm truly making progress every single day. And it's not like tangible progress that, like, I can, write down, but it's like mental progress. I can feel myself being happier every day and having less negative thoughts, having more happy thoughts, and becoming more of myself and becoming wiser and just truly, like, on the path of, like, I feel like I'm on the right path now. Like, I'm not standing there anymore. I'm walking on the path and I'm moving forward and truly, like, experiencing life at a better, on a higher vibration, I guess. And it's just been really awesome. And, like, you guys have been here, since this podcast started, you guys have been here, like, through all of those themes of my life. So I hope that it kind of inspires you. Like, it's not going to happen overnight and you might not even realize when it's happening. Like, I didn't even realize that I was having all these changes in my life until I looked back at my posts from the beginning of August and I was like, oh my God, I was doing that, like, after work series at the beginning of August. Like, this month has truly been life-changing and crazy. And, like, you don't even realize it. It's truly little tiny shifts and little tiny changes in your life that when you look back one day and you're like, holy shit, like, you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And then, like, you don't know when the tunnel is going to end. And all of a sudden you're out there and you're like, whoa, like, I'm in the light. Like, and that's how I feel like I've gone, like, these past, like, 6 months, I guess. Like, I feel like that's really happened to me. And I feel like now, like, I am very, like, happy and, like, content. And I feel like I got through that, like, I feel like I turned a new page, like a new chapter. I closed a book and I opened a new one, I guess, which is very strange. But, so if you're going through something like that or anything, like, try to move forward, even if it's tiny little steps every day. Take tiny little baby steps, try to move forward, and don't get stuck like I did back in the spring where I was just, like, waiting, like, okay, like, when is this going to get better? Like, my life sucks. Like, I'll just sit here and wait for, a text to come in and that's going to change my life. You know what I mean? Or something to come in that's going to change my life. You can take those baby steps yourself. And then hopefully, like, as you take those baby steps, life does bless you or something does happen and you do get that random text that changes your life or that random opportunity that changes your life. You've been taking those little baby steps and then you do get to take that leap. Life and the universe and God, like, gives you that blessing that can take you and, those happen, every so often to people, but when they're not happening, when you don't get those big, breaks in life, you got to keep taking those little baby steps to get where you're going. And those will keep you going. Literally will keep you going. And because you don't want to get stuck. So if you are stuck, try to, watch my TikTok about the 3 things on how to change your life. Because they really fucking did change my life. Like, this month, it's really crazy. So, wow. Okay. That was the podcast. I don't really have any, like, little, like, life updates or, like, anything like that. I just really wanted to talk about that because that's basically my life update. Like, I've been having such positive mindset shifts this month, and I'm glad that I got to, like, talk to you guys about it, and like that I happened to like had this podcast and like gotten to literally like you guys have seen all of the parts of my journey if you've been watching my podcast the past 2 months. Like it's really crazy. Like I never would have expected this to happen, so like who knows what'll happen in the next month, like that's so awesome. And like even if like in the physical world, like things didn't really change for me like in my physical world, you know what I mean, but like in my mental, like in my brain, a lot has changed, and that's like the best thing ever. Who knows, maybe next month then it'll be the physical world, then things will change in the physical world. But mentally it's been a great month for me, and I hope that you guys can relate or learn or take any fragment of little advice from the podcast like so far and just like implement it into your own life. And I hope that I'm gonna cry. I don't know, I just hope that it like helps, because like I know what it's like to like be like so down and like not know like what to do, like or how it's gonna get better. But I guess it always does, but you don't always see like that. You don't always see like, it's hard to say, oh, it'll get better, like when you're like really down. But I think it only gets better if you truly like put in the effort to. Like when I was just sitting around and like not doing anything and waiting for something to come to me, like it wasn't getting better. But when I started truly taking action and taking things into my own hands, even you don't have to completely overhaul your life. It's literally the tiniest little things every day that add up, and like they really changed my life. So anyways, I'm gonna shut up now, because I feel like I've like repeated myself like 10 times. But oh my god, what a fun little podcast episode. That was fun. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have tomorrow off, so I'm still gonna do my Sunday reset tonight because I think it's so fun. I'm gonna fake tan. I'm gonna do my new nails. You want to see the nails that I'm doing? Bitch, we're back to the Glamnetic nails. I just thought that these nails, how fucking cute are these? I'm obsessed with them. These are the perfect fall to summer transition nails. So this is it's now or never. It's now or never for these babies. It's the beginning of September, like, because I feel like these are like fall, and then these are like kind of like summer, but they're like muted summer, and I think they're so cute. So I'm gonna do these nails tonight. I'm gonna fake tan, do my Sunday reset, but then we got a day off tomorrow, baby. I'm still probably gonna wake up at like 5 though, because I want to film my yoga video. I actually am going to do a yoga video tomorrow, because you guys love the Pilates video on my YouTube channel. So I want to do another one, but it's going to be like a morning yoga. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to film that tomorrow. Probably so also wake up early and do it. And just because I like waking up early. I love sleeping in on the weekends. I slept in until like 8. I think like 8 o'clock yesterday and then like 7 o'clock today. So I love sleeping in on the weekends. So I also love waking up early still. So I'm excited. So I'll see you guys there. Thanks so much for watching if you watched this. And I love you. Bye.